turn on your notification bell, you will still get those information you are looking for.
Fear grips residents of Abakaliki as unknown gunmen kill the Ebube security outfits. Now, in Ebonyi State, Abakaliki to be precise, the unknown gunmen struck, killing Ebube security members. Yes, the devastating blow happened Friday around 9:30 p.m. And so it caused palpable tension, fear among the indigenes of the state, particularly in Abakaliki metropolis, as many were seen scampering for safety. Alright, now the victims were taken to the Alex Ekweme Federal Teaching Hospital, Abakaliki. And before they could get there, 2 of the victims died while others with bullet injuries are now receiving treatment. From the information, everybody around the location of the incident went inside their houses for fear of becoming victims. That's what happened in Abakaliki, Ebonyi State, to be precise, or Abakaliki to be precise, in Ebonyi State. All right, and so the Ebube security outfit has been a menace. There has been a menace, particularly in Ebonyi State, where the governor of the state, David Umahi, has been using them as a tool, a willing tool to destabilize the state, and he's achieving that gradually. The stabilization of Ebonyi State is looming, is coming. People shouldn't say that we kept mute when all these things are happening. No, we have been hammering on it. We have been talking about it. What Ebube is doing in Ebonyi State. The call for the suspension of Ebube, has been, on for a long time now. The people of the Southeast has been calling on the governors of Ebonyi and Imo to suspend the activities of Ebube, to suspend the security outfits, to completely, do away with it. Yes, they have called for the disbandment of the notorious outfit that these 2 governments are using to subdue and to manipulate as well as intimidate opposition figures and also harass the indigenous people of Biafra. Yes, to harass Biafrans, to harass the Igbos, the people of the Southeast. That is what Ebube is doing. When we talk about the Nigerian army, that once the Southeasterners sight the army, they will, take to their heels. The same thing with the Ebube security outfit. No Southeasterner is comfortable with Ebube. No Southeasterner, if you come to the Southeast, you will understand the reality. They are notorious. They are killer squad of the 2 governments we're talking about, Imo and Ebonyi. And it has come to this point that the unknown government have started to attack them. This is not the first time. But it seems it's becoming frequent, and that is why we are trying to report it. Of course, this incident happened on Friday, and we said we must report it. We must put it forward so that the world understand what is happening, what the use of Ebube and what they are doing, with the commotion and confusion they are causing. The governors are using them to cause. So we don't want it to go unreported. We don't, because the conventional media will always try to sweep it under the carpet. But this is information that must reach out to the people, to the international community, so that they will realize, the concerns many have raised about the Ebube when they have been was established, majorly to fight ESN. And look at what the unknown government is doing to them because of what they are doing. Because this Ebube has been used to kill innocent persons in Ebonyi State. They have been used to disrupt political rallies. They have been used to chase opposition figures. They have been used to do all manner of crimes and criminality, honestly speaking. In Imo State, this Ebube, they shot persons up to 14 everybody youths returning back from a traditional wedding of their friend. It happened not quite long. I think that should be at the middle of this year. It happened, and so, but today it seems that those things has died down and people seem to have forgotten that incident. But what we are saying is this: Those things are still, those memories are still fresh in the minds of the people. And so we are still calling on the international community, because we know that the Nigerian government is working with these two governments, the APC governments. So if you say you are calling on Buhari to intervene and do what? Because he knows what they are doing. Malami, the Attorney General of the Federation, is aware of what's happening. All of them all join, doing it. So these people are just being used as collaborators in the Southeast. The perpetrators, they are aware, they are in Abuja. Oh no. So, and that is what is happening. And that's why we're saying all these things. So that international community should intervene for the disbandment of this embargo. Because if they continue in this direction, it will not take long when everywhere will be engulfed, as the unknown government has been targeting them now. Because if you see what they're doing, you begin to ask yourself, are you going to query the unknown government for what they're doing against the bag? Whereas the bag themselves are the killer squad, terrorizing the people of the zone. Particularly in these two states, the domicile. They are terror. They are terror. When we mean terror, we mean it in every word of it. Yes, in every sense of the word terror. That is what we're talking about. They are to the zone. They are to Imo and Ebonyi states residents. So it's quite appalling and unfortunate that the governors that are supposed to protect the lives and property of the citizens, they are today the chief insecurity officers of their state, causing mayhem, causing confusion and commotion. They don't send, they are not perturbed of what's happening. They don't feel anything. They are insensitive. They don't feel the pulse of the people, because they are hell-bent in doing the wills of their masters that sent them. Despite the fact that the governor of Ebonyi State has been disgraced out of the presidential race, which he was in self-delusion, erroneously believing that he will be given the ticket of the Progressive Congress. But alas, he was dismayed, and many felt that, look, he must have been disenchanted. But him is a tyrant, trying to hold on to power, grabbing it and holding onto it at all cost. So he's doing everything humanly possible, both logical and illogical, rational, irrational, legal, illegal. Is combining everything to ensure he perpetuates himself by proxy. Yes, that's what he's trying to do. His term is already up. By May 2023, he must have served his tenure of 8 years. But he's trying to perpetuate himself by proxy, by bringing a stooge to continue to make Ebonyi State, and so that is what is happening in Ebonyi State. Unknown gunmen killing a bag security outfit, the government killer squad.